Good morning. Happy Monday and welcome to a Monday reset. It is cloudy today and it's gonna rain. And this is gonna sound weird, but I'm very excited about that. This summer has been a huge stretch of never-ending, ultra hot, humid weather. It's sunny every day. And you might be like, why are you complaining about that? Well, everything is dead and crunchy. We can't have any fires because it's so dry. It gives me zero opportunity to have a day like this. When it's super nice out, I feel like I need to be outside with my son all day, every day, because here in Maine, probably over half of the year is inside weather. It gets insanely cold. We get really rainy seasons, especially in, the late winter, early spring, and the outside opportunities are very slim. But we have had a summer with no rain, no rainstorms, no thunderstorms, which I love me a good summer thunderstorm, just like when the rain is warm and but it like cools the humidity, like gets rid of the humidity. I love, love, love that. And we haven't had any of that. I think we had one in the whole summer. I'm trying not to complain too much because I know I've complained in the past, oh, it won't stop raining. It's been raining for 12 weeks. Yeah, well, now we're in the complete and utter opposite. And it doesn't do good for the lawn. It doesn't do good for a lot of things. And one of those things is the homemaking aspect, because I feel like we have to be outside all day, every day. I feel like I need to neglect my housework because I'm trying to get us outside in the sun as much as physically possible before it gets cold. And that adds up and creates clutter and chaos and a dirty house. And so with today being cloudy with a chance of rain later today, we're going to do a reset. I have to get laundry caught up. It is horribly behind. I had gotten it caught up like a couple weeks ago and it's right back to being terrible. I really want to get the house vacuumed in its entirety. Our dog had surgery back in June and we couldn't brush her for several weeks while she was healing. It's caught up to us. Her fur is everywhere, clumps of fur, and we brush her now. We can brush her. We've brushed her multiple times over the past 2 weeks and she is just shedding everything. It's crazy. So I really need to do a deep vacuum on the whole house. There's just a whole checklist of things. And so I thought I would bring you guys along and check off all of those tasks, hopefully today in one day. I know you guys like cleaning and organizing and tidying videos on this channel. I don't do them very often anymore, so here you go. I'm gonna get dressed and then we're gonna jump right into it, so let's go. that was a long day of cleaning, and my house doesn't really feel that much cleaner, to be honest with you, because it's just a perpetual rotation of cleaning one room and having the next be a mess, and then trying to clean that one, and then having the one before it be a mess, and it's just a cycle of that. But we did get quite a bit done today, so that is good. And I think it's a good start to the week, and I'll just be able to do maintenance the rest of the week. But now I'm going to do some cooking for dinner and show you guys my creamy chicken noodle soup recipe. I think this was a TikTok recipe that I got a few years ago, and I pretty much follow it to a T. So I'm gonna try to find the original TikTok, and I will put it here so that you can go check that lady out. I think she has a bunch of different recipes on her TikTok. So yeah, this is like a big hit in the family. We all love it a lot. So things you're gonna need: a rotisserie chicken. You can buy this pre-shredded, you can buy it like this, you can buy chicken breast, you can make chicken breast, it doesn't matter. You need chicken of some kind. It's all about preference. I just get a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store and I shred it myself. A box of broth. Honestly, I'm just now realizing I think I needed to get the bigger one, the like 48 ounce. This is 32. So I'll probably substitute a little bit more with like a bouillon cube and some water and like make my own. But anyway, chicken broth, Lipton extra noodle soup mix. This is optional. I've added this myself over the years. This was not part of the original recipe, but you want 1 packet of this. It just gives it a little extra pizzazz, you know? Condensed cream of chicken, just 1 can. This is gonna thicken it. It's gonna give it a little bit extra flavor. Before anyone says anything, yes. Is there a lot of salt in this recipe? Yes. Are we going for health? Absolutely not. Shush. Egg noodles, which I have a bag going. And honestly, this is probably enough. I think that's about half the bag. I'm a terrible judge when it comes to how many noodles I need though, but usually it's roughly half a bag that you need for 4-ish people. Carrots, these are from my garden. I have them hydrating in this water. And we're gonna use them today. That is why we are making soup, because it's kind of hot today. It's not really a soup day, but that's okay. Celery, this is like the snack packs from Walmart because they weren't selling individual stalks. I don't know. But when I did grocery pickup, that wasn't an option. So I just bought these, and they are individually packaged. Butter, you just need a little bit. You need like a pat of butter. You could use margarine, whatever you have. You could also use oil. I think I have another onion powder, but you need onion powder. You also can buy, is it mirepoix? It's the onion, celery, carrot combo. You can make that, or you can buy it pre-made, like chopped up, and use that. My husband just does not like the texture of onions, so I use onion powder instead, so we get the flavor, but we don't have the texture of the onions. Black pepper. I think the original recipe calls for salt, but we have a lot of salt going on here, so I don't add anything else. I am gonna go attempt to find some more onion powder, and then we'll get started. Got it. I also forgot to mention, you need a soup pot of some kind. You can use just a regular big old pot. I have my Le Creuset here, and this is a 5-quart one. This is plenty big. You don't need anything bigger than this. You could probably use smaller than this. But yeah, that's what I got. This thing works great. If you don't have one of these, they're definitely worth it. But yeah, so soup pot. First thing I am going to do is chop up my veggies and get these carrots out. And I think I'm gonna probably chop most of them up because I just want to use them up. Oh, they're stuck in here. So when I put them in, they were dehydrated, like they had gone limp from being picked and left overnight. And I quickly Googled it of how to store these, and it said to put them in a thing of water and that they would suck all the water up, and they sure did, and they are now completely stuck in here. Oh my God. Okay. Well, they are nice and crisp, so that's good. I'm just gonna cut these up. You can cut them up however you like. Also, as a note, I have used canned carrots in this soup as well as frozen, and they both work great. The canned ones actually like are a nice texture, like they're already kind of soft. So if you don't have like raw carrots on hand, you can do that. I literally can't get this out. Got it. Okay, I have my carrots and celery chopped up. I ended up with like way more carrots than celery. Some of that celery was just like suspicious looking, so I just did a little bit. But I'm now opening up the butter. I'm gonna throw this on the bottom of my soup pot. Okay, so I've got my butter in there. I have it on like medium heat, like 6. These get very, very hot very quickly and they cook very efficiently, so you don't need to turn it all the way up. Okay, that's in there. I'm gonna move on to the chicken now. And chop it up. You can do like, you know, you can like rip it apart, you could chunk it. I usually cut them into chunks like this, just small pieces. Okay, I forgot to mention this before, you're gonna need some flour. I'm gonna move you over here. Just like a big spoon like this. And you're gonna add that into your veggies that are in the butter right now, and it's gonna cook down, and you're gonna kind of mix it all together. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So you're gonna just kind of incorporate that flour, and that flour is gonna help this to thicken later, as will the cream of chicken. You can add whipping cream to it, you can do anything you want to thicken it, but I find that this works fine to just use the cream of chicken and the flour. And you're gonna wanna like scrape the bottom as you're stirring to get all of that stuff off the bottom and into your soup, because that's gonna be the good stuff. That's where the flavor is. We definitely need a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my own like broth real quick. Let me show you. All right, so I've got a cup of water here, and I've got a bouillon cube, and I believe the ratio is 1:1. So let me just double check that. Yeah, you're technically supposed to dissolve it in boiling water, but where this is going in a hot soup pot, I'm not that worried about it. I've done this a million times to make broth when I've forgotten to buy broth. So you're just gonna like put that in there, stir it up like so. Okay, I'm gonna add this in now to the broth. Oh, I'm gonna keep this spoon. We're also gonna add the cream of chicken at this point, as well as the pepper and onion powder, which are both to taste. There's no defined measurement for those, just as a heads up. Oh, cream of chicken's added, and I'm just gonna kind of move it around to incorporate it. It will melt into there once it gets boiling in a little bit here. We're gonna add black pepper. And we're gonna add onion powder. Okay, so this is the point when you are gonna let this boil. So I'm gonna turn the heat up just a smidge and probably cover it, let it boil for a bit, incorporate, and then we're gonna add the chicken and noodles at the very end. I actually usually do this with homemade bread, and I just did not have time to make bread today, so that's kind of a bummer, but maybe I will show you that recipe in a different video. I've been recently making sandwich bread. I made it like 2 weeks in a row, and we were using that as like regular bread. I did break down and buy store-bought bread this week because I anticipated not having time to make bread, but it's really like not that long of a process, which is great, and I've kind of figured out exactly like my perfect measurements and stuff. Like I've tweaked things a little bit, and we're at a point where it comes out good every time, which makes me very excited. I've been looking for sandwich bread recipes for like 3 years now, and the one I found was on TikTok, and I've kind of modified it a smidge. So I'll share that in a different video at some point, but it's very good. All right, she's doing a roll and boil, so we're gonna add in the chicken. And we're gonna do the noodles. I'm gonna do the rest of this bag, which doesn't look like a lot, but I need to remind myself that like it is. Okay, and then we're gonna do one of these. Actually, we're gonna wait on that. I take it back, because these cook faster. So we're gonna give the other noodles a second. All right, I added the Lipton soup in, and I turned the heat down, and what you're gonna wanna do is just let it simmer for maybe 10-ish minutes. and turn the heat way down so that your soup can thicken. You might even want to turn it off, let it sit for a bit before you serve it, and that will also thicken the consistency. It's delicious. I'm going to include some shots of it at the end here. Highly recommend you make it. It's one of our favorites, especially for fall. We are getting some cool fall air coming in, so you know, I can justify that. I am really excited for fall. It's my favorite season. So that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all for coming along on this Monday. It was a long day. I did get quite a bit done. My kitchen especially is looking pretty good, although behind me doesn't look it, because some things have since moved onto my table that need to be taken out to the garage, but ignore that. I did get other things done. I got some of my decor set up, my canisters cleaned, all that good stuff, and then we got the house decently vacuumed. I got my bed made today. I very rarely do that. I will say making YouTube videos does kind of motivate me. Don't be fooled. That bed does not get made every day, but I was up there today cleaning, so it kind of worked out. We made the bed at like 3:30 in the afternoon, but hey, you know what? It got made. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy videos like this. There are other cleaning videos on my channel. I will try to link the playlist here that has more of them. If not, maybe like a video or two here, or even right here at the end of the video, if you guys are interested in seeing more, and how I used to clean pre-kiddo, because that was very different. I had a lot more time on my hands, but we get it done slowly and in pieces, but we get it done. Thank you all again so much. Make sure you subscribe for more homemaking, lifestyle, life in Maine. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.